There's a miracle cure for inflammation, but you want like the answer. The miracle isn't a supplement, it's an intervention diet. And that means it's short-term, on purpose, and really not meant to be for forever. So that's the first thing I gotta say. And I do this when my body's clearly in an inflammatory flare, like right now. And it honestly fascinates me every single time how freaking fast it works. I had a couple of injuries, and one of my shoulders has been driving me nuts. Physio says, oh, you just rest a little bit and it'll get better. Nah, it's not better. 4 weeks later, it's just driving me crazy. I can't do any exercise. I mean, not lifting. And anyway, so I thought to myself, nothing to lose here. And I went carnivore because that always works with anything. Now, when I say carnivore, I mean carnivore. Eggs, meat, fish, poultry, nothing else. Really, that's it. No fruit, no veggies, no grains, no nothing. And I can tell you as well why it works so well. It's the ultimate elimination diet. So you're temporarily removing a whole pile of potential inflammatory triggers in one go. Ultra-processed foods, seed oils, alcohol, sugar swings. Then we have additives, irritants, now histamine, really, if you're sticking to fresh food, oxalates, all gone. Whatever your personal, my body hates it actually is, you're removing it, including I don't eat any dairy, and that's another very high inflammatory trigger. So if you do carnivore, some people get away with dairy, I don't. So then also on top of this, then you take all blood sugar roller coasters away because they become stable, insulin comes down, and then that alone can reduce inflammation. And then you also slip into ketosis, and that has anti-inflammatory effects. Now, I'm not claiming this heals everything, absolutely not. But now for me, I've done it for 3 days straight. Today's day 4, and I woke up and my shoulder pain has noticeably reduced. Not fully gone, but enough that I can lift my arm, and I'm sitting here and think, holy, that's absolutely amazing. So again, to be clear, I'm not planning to eat like this for the rest of my life. That would backfire, especially for females. That's my personal belief system. I don't think nutritionally that's the way to go. But as a short-term, targeted reset, when inflammation is extremely loud, it can be incredibly effective. And one more important thing here at the end, I'm metabolically flexible and my body can handle this well. But if you try carnivore for the first time, especially if you're coming from a standard Western diet, you will probably feel like absolute horse shit for a few days because your body needs to adapt. And that's one reason it's not always the best idea to jump into it without a thought.